Hey guys, this is Bumblebee85 coming at you again with another video review. I'm going to be doing Robots in Disguise Transformers Bisk. Now this is newly on my shelf here at Toys R Us here in Canada. I found him just the other day. I think it was early last week. And I originally didn't find him. I saw Ratchet and I saw Drift. I'm like, this is, or I even saw Scatterspike and I'm like, wait. I'm like, Bisk is supposed to be part of this wave. I'm like, where is he? And he wasn't there the first day I checked, but then the second day I went, it's like they decided not to put the Bisks out the one day, and then the next day he was all over the shelf. So I found him. He's a Decepticon, and he basically is a car, a sports, very nice looking sports car, and he transforms into, like I said before with the Thunderhoof review, where the vehicles are real vehicles, but when they transform into their robot form, they have a bit of animal parts, or they take after animals. So like Thunderhoof was that deer, and Quillfire is the porcupine, and Bisk will be a lobster. He takes after a lobster, so he has claws for hands and whatnot. But it shows on the back of the box he transforms in 11 steps. And there's no write-up with the Warrior class Robots in Disguise figures. It shows Bisk as a Decepticon, shows some shots of him in all his orange glory. And then obviously the scan, to download the Scan, Unlock, Play app, which I have never played. Definitely for the younger crowd, just like most of this Robots in Disguise series has been for. So that's Bisk in the packaging. There's the art on the side, which matches the card backing of the box. But let me get him out of here and we'll see what he's all about. And here is Bisk out of the packaging. Quick note before I get into the figure. Please stick around to the end of the video. I do a little stop motion or something. I come up spur of the moment. It's nothing rehearsed or anything like that. Just stick to the end of the video. After the credits roll, you'll have a little enjoy the play, I like to call it. So if you stick around, you can enjoy the play. And first off, here's a quick little 360 of the figure. Typical car roof on the back. Wheels on the legs. And he does come with these guns that are identical. He comes with two of them. Just a flat black here. Can focus in on that. There's some good detail on it. Nice little pistol type guns. They look the same on both sides. And he comes with two of them, which can plug in to the top of his claw hands here. So you just notch that in the hole, like so, and it's very snug. They are very snug in there, so you can plug those in there, and you can hold those in his claw hands there like that. Here, let's take a closer look at the figure himself, the lovely Bisk. Here's his face sculpt. I like the lobsterish looking face sculpt. He does have a couple bits of plasticky, rubbery parts. His antennae are soft, and there's an actual hinge in the top antennae that they can actually move forward, so it kind of gives him like eyebrowish effect. Can make him look mad or sad or excited type things with those. But yeah, the chin one's in that, and he's got a gray muzzle on there with a nice blue, two blue eyes on there. But yeah, that's the robot mode. The back of the legs are a little hollow, but forgiving. It's got a black chest here, which is the fake windshield, because the real windshield of the vehicle is still on the back. But anyway, he's got full range of posability. His head can only tilt left and right. There's no up and down movement to the head. He does have these shoulders that can go out like that and spin all the way around. There's that upper bicep swivel. And then he has a hinge in the elbow that makes it go out like that. But that's not the one you really want to use. There's another hinge here that you kind of use for the elbow. And then he does have claw snapping action in both hands. No waist swivel, but again, his hips are on a ball joint. Lots of range of movement on there. Mine don't seem to be as loose as others have had the problem with that. So he does have the upper thigh cut and a single hinge knee, which has a huge range of movement. Definitely more than 90 degrees. It's also in because of transformation. And same with the ankle. We have ankle tilt up and down for some posability, sturdiness there, which a bunch of the Robots in Disguise figures seem to lack any kind of posability or stability with the feet. But that's Bisk's robot mode. And we're going to quickly get into transformation here. After I give him a quick measurement here, we'll see how tall he actually is. He's standing with the top of his shoulders comes to 5 inches, but the top of his head is about 4.5 inches tall. And I'll show him off with a couple other characters here. Here's Prime, and we have Strong Arm, and why not put in Bumblebee in the back here. So there's some comparison in height. He's the warrior class figure, right? So smaller than the typical deluxe that we have. And here he is actually next to another lobster transformer from the Beast Wars era. Actually kind of has the same body type with these larger shoulders, claw hands, extra joints everywhere within the arm, and the legs with some pointy-ish spots everywhere because he's a lobster, right? So he also does have that sticker that you would scan for the mobile game, which I don't play, so I don't know what it exactly unlocks. But again, that's Bisk in robot mode. I'm going to quickly transform him here. Now, first of all, you want to kind of open this chest. You just pull it forward, and it slides in with these 2 notches here. Slide into the upper shoulders. And the head is in there really tight. You want to actually push back on the head like it clicks forward once. And you want to really click it back and tuck that in. And when you do so, that's why the extra joint is in the whiskers there. It helps get it into his chest cavity. So then you push these arms up, and those notches now go away, so that these notches in the back are what the original notches just push into. So now the chest actually collapses right inside the chest, the original chest. So then you want to also spin these shoulder pads to the back, which would be the top, forming the hood of the vehicle. Now this spot here, you actually also want to spin these upper bicep swivel joints so that the opening of them is on the bottom, so that you can eventually click these up and over the top or along the sides. So, but you just push these. These seem to be hard to get together, but once you do, you can have these 2 tabs line up into those slots, and that snugly fits, forming the top of the car. Then you can bring these claw parts, which have a notch there, and that just peg into there. So you peg the side of the car into there, forming the fenders, like so. Then you tuck the feet in to the back of his legs, and you want to flip the roof of the car up, and then you slide these parts here into the back of his pelvic area there, which can be a little hard to line up. You want to make sure that this tail representing piece is in behind in that little notch there itself. So you get those lined up there, and you get that lined up there, and those fit snugly in there, and then those 2 notches go into those, or those 2 tabs go into those 2 notches there, and you just push that down, you hear a little snap, and everything's all nice and tight together. Then you also want to bring the bottom of the claw, and there's a notch there, and then there's the tab there on the back of the leg, and you just feed those in there like so, and that keeps it all nice and tight. Now, he wants to come apart a little bit in the front. I don't know why it's forcing that to. Well, anyway, I don't know why it's doing that, but when I pop this piece in here, it's coming separated at the front of the car. This is supposed to wedge in there. The moment I do that, it pops this top piece right off. So either something's not quite lined up properly, like I'm guessing there might be a warp in the plastic somewhere, or a stress bend or something, because it wasn't doing it yesterday, and I'm not sure why it's doing it now. But even still, he does roll a little well enough anyway. There's a couple size comparisons with other Warrior class figures, and he still can hold the weapons on the front of his car hood there, which are the top of his lobster claws, and they just still do plug in there. Now, a quick little look at his paint job. He's got the blue headlights, kind of just like the same color on his eyes, with some silver, some maroon in the vents here, and on the spoiler in the back, the blacked out windshield. And he does have a rim, or like a blue or a line around the tire here, so he has that on all four of them. And I really wish that would stay pegged together. I don't know why it's not. Maybe I can bend it or keep it in there just really loose. I don't know why that's not staying in there. But if that wasn't it, I really like the shape of them. Reminds me a little bit of a Viacon from the Transformers Prime series. It's got a shape for a Decepticon logo in the front of the hood there, with nothing actually there. So that's Bisk in a nutshell, or in a shell. I'm liking this Bisk figure. I'm an East Coaster of Canada, so I come from Nova Scotia, eat a lot of lobsters. I wouldn't mind taking a chunk out of Bisk here, that's for sure. I wish there were some other spots to store these guns that I haven't found, and some of the Robots in Disguise instructions don't really show you all of the spots to store guns. So if there was any way to put these underneath the carriage or something like that, I would prefer that I didn't have to just have them pegged on the front of the car. And you should be able to easily transform him back. Some of those joints are tight where others aren't, so take it as you will. His legs just folds out like so. That goes back down. His feet come out. His chest comes forward. His head pops out. Put his shoulders down. Peg that back in. Shoulders come out to the side, his shoulder pads, his arms come out like so, and that's Bisk. I believe he's some sort of gamer or type character within the show. I haven't actually watched much of Robots in Disguise. I have about 10 episodes recorded on my PVR. I just haven't had time to actually watch them, so there he is with his lobster, with C-clamp, I guess they call him. I like to count her as a girl in the Beast Wars combiner. She forms the legs to the combiner. So anyway, that's enough about C-clamp. He's an original character, new character, I believe, just for Robots in Disguise. I just really like the vehicle mode, being a vehicle, and then transforming into the robot mode where the robots resemble animals. So we're getting a lot of that in the Robots in Disguise line. But this is Bumblebee85 saying, enjoy the play.
Oh, what a cute little baby you have there. Can I take a peek? Oh, cute. Oh my god, what is that thing? My retina's detached from my eyeballs.